Hey guys, it is April 16th of Camp NaNoWriMo, and I just wanted to make this quick little video to kind of put up here because I had an idea the other day about starting something that I've been putting off for a really long time. So let's just dive into what this is over here. So these two shelves are 100% dedicated to British, Scottish, UK, and a little bit of European history books that I have collected over the years. One of my greatest finds has been the History of the English-Speaking Peoples, written by Winston Churchill, and it was the complete set that I found for 10 bucks at a secondhand store. A lot of these books have been found at secondhand stores because I'm a glutton for history and I absolutely love to read about history. However, I have only read a few of them and I haven't read all of them. I am somewhat a collector, you can say a little bit of a hoarder of history books. Granted, these are the only two shelves of history books that I do own. The lower shelves on here, the one below this is completely George R.R. Martin, J.K. Rowling, some of the classics. One below that are my own books, which would be the Legend series and some of the standalones that I've done. Diana Gabaldon, so Outlander, bunch of Tamora Pierce books, and then the bottom are the House of Night series by Kristen and PC Cast that I have not completed yet. I need to finish the series just to put my high school mind at ease. And then a lot of the books on the bottom shelf are also books that I have done audio for, and the authors were kind enough to send me signed copies. My secondary bookshelf is a mix between me and my husband's stuff. It's like manga drawing books and video game guides. There's some of my writing books, like craft books, and then a whole slew of what I call smut books that I really enjoy that I refuse to get rid of. These are Nora Roberts, Scottish historical romances, my guilty pleasures, and then a bunch of cowboy romances that I need to send to my mother that I got at the last Readers and Readers because I like romance. I like cowboys. I'm not that into the cowboy genre. I will read it, but I think she would get a better kick out of it than I would. So what I am challenging myself to do while we are stuck in quarantine is starting today. I am going to pick a book, possibly a first book of a series, and I am going to read it. And as you can see here, this is beautiful. Somebody gave me this for my birthday, my 30th birthday. They were so kind. So sometimes I open my mouth and my mother comes out, which is very true. So I am going to be picking a book from this shelf, and we're going to be working down to this shelf. This is basically my Tudor shelf. It has majority everything Elizabethan and Tudor on it, including Henry VIII, the wives of Henry VIII, the children of Henry VIII, Wars of the Roses, that sort of thing. So it's very Tudor dynasty down here. I have this really wonderful book called Royal Britain that has a bunch of historical homes, castles, and estates and ruins, including abbeys and things like that, which is really helpful in my Haunted Castles series. So I have been using this one as like a reference book. I do have a few Greek mythology books stuck in here because I am a writer. Hello, that's what this channel is all about. So I do have Greek tragedy and Greek myths. I have multiple books on Scotland, and this virtual history I've read a few excerpts from. It's very interesting. It's like what would have happened if Germany won World War II, and it gives a look on every part of the world, how it would be affected today, which is super interesting. and really cool if you're into dystopian or alternate reality books, which I may want to write eventually one day, so it's kind of a good reference. And all of these up here would be what a lot of people would be like, ugh, you're cut and dry books. However, this series here in particular is amazing because it gives you an insight into daily life during these time periods in England, as well as I have a series back here, which again is called the Life series, and it goes through everything from Norman to Georgian England. So it's really, really great reference material. Obviously, the history of the English-speaking peoples is a great one because it runs right up to Winston Churchill's time. And then these ones over here, I have a group of Arthurian legend books, which I put up here just because, depending on which side of the pendulum you fall on fact or fiction, or if he was a amalgamation of a bunch of different warlords from that time. There starts my Tudor obsession up here. And then there are two very big books. One, The History of England, which is a pretty old college historical book. And then this one is called The Isles, a history, which is the entire Isles, the entire British Isles, including Ireland. And it basically goes from the dawn of time to whenever it currently was published. So my goal is to kind of give myself my own degree in British history, so to speak, which I would love to be able to go over there and, you know, dig around in sites and ruins and castles and go visit, because there's nothing like hands-on. But since we're locked inside and this is the closest I can get to going there, I think it's gonna be good for me, good for my writing background, because I do write a lot of books based in the UK, which is very strange. Don't know why. I guess it just fits the lore that I'm writing better than America, but I do plan to come to America very soon with the books that I'm writing. So yeah, I am doing this 2-shelf challenge, and if it goes well, I'm gonna kind of log my progress, see how I'm doing. And I know that our stay-at-home order is recommended. It's been extended to May 15th, I believe, here in Texas. So we have essentially another month of being quarantined and staying at home, which is good because, you know, we have to, and we'll do what we have to do. But in the meantime, I'm going to challenge myself, and we will see if this was an amazing idea or if this was an epic flipping fail. So if you want to join me, comment down below, let me know what shelf or what series you might be tackling to get it out of the way and maybe find a book series, a topic that you really enjoy that you wouldn't have read if you had no other option but to join me in this challenge during quarantine 2020. So from me to you guys, I hope your Nana was going great and that you are staying sane and safe inside. One love.